Hey, Liam Ward here at LearnTheHarmonica.com. Today we're talking about how to play fast. I'm going to give you my 3 top tips for getting from slow to really super fast playing. Before I move on, if you want to support this channel, please click like on this video and subscribe to my channel. If you click the little bell, that means that you'll get notified whenever I put up a new free harmonica lesson. Okay, so let's get on with the lesson and my 3 top tips for playing fast. I'm using a C diatonic harmonica, but any harp you have with you will be fine to follow the tab as well. So, my first tip is to create loops of notes and practice them. So, for example, this 4-note phrase. So that's a 4-draw bend, a 4-draw, a 5-draw, and then a 4-draw again. So it's just a 4-note set. You could also do 3 notes. So in this example, you could just do the bend and then the 4-draw and then the 5-draw. Over and over, three notes. But I'm going to use the 4 notes set. You'll tend to find that fast licks are split into 4s or into 3s. So it tends to be 4 notes per beat, 16th notes they're called, or 3 notes per beat, often called triplets. So when you hear someone playing fast, it tends to be split up in that way, and although it's a million notes a minute, there's that structure to it. So by creating these loops of notes, it means that you're getting your muscle memory and your kind of musical brain around this idea of splitting up time in this way. So what you want to do with those notes, as the name loop suggests, is loop them, put them on a kind of cycle. So round and round that set of 4 notes. Okay, and I'm getting to the point where I'm full up of air there, and you will notice if it's all draw notes that you will fill up with air. That's fine, you just stop and then you start again. Keep trying to go around that nice and steady, trying to get that into your muscle memory. If you can't bend notes, then you could do a 4-blow instead of the bend, or a 3-draw instead of the bend. That's absolutely fine. And this set of 4 notes I just picked because I think it's a nice bluesy one, and those notes were included in that kind of twiddly thing I did at the start of the video. But you can pick any set of notes that you think might sound nice for you, and you might come up with some interesting combinations of notes. Something that Jason Ritchie has said about his playing is people often say you play loads of notes because he plays fast. And he said, I don't play loads of notes, I just play the same notes as everyone lots of times very fast. And that's the whole idea behind playing fast, is it's just getting these kind of these patterns into your head so that you can start to play them faster and faster. And that takes me straight on to my second tip, which is to start slow. There is no way you're going to play fast if you can't play slow to begin with. So that's true of someone like Jason Ritchie, Sugar Blue, or John Popper. These very fast players, they couldn't play what they play fast if they hadn't played it slow first. We all start in the same place, which is good, I think. I think it's encouraging to think that we could all, in the end, hopefully play something fast. So you want to start really nice and slow. You noticed when I was playing that loop of 4 notes, it wasn't fast by any means. I was just taking it nice and steady. And you're trying to get them kind of evenly spaced, so you're not holding on to any note too much at any point. You should feel it naturally, but with this exercise, you don't want to linger on anything, so you don't want because you'll kind of end up getting out of sync and you won't be building up that kind of automatic muscle memory reaction when you're playing those notes. So you want to keep it nice and steady, moving through those notes cleanly and smoothly as you can. And that takes me on to my final point, which is to use a metronome. So to keep time properly, you're going to need a metronome. And luckily that you can get free online metronomes these days. You don't need an old-fashioned one like this. But if I, for example, put this on this is about 60 beats a minute, I can loop that 4-note set, 4 notes per beat. Okay, now that might sound fast to you, that's absolutely fine. You could knock that down to a slower beats per minute, or you could say, well, I'll do 2 notes per beat at 60 beats a minute, rather than 4 notes per beat at 60 beats a minute. Just bear in mind that, as I said at the start, most fast licks are 4 notes per beat, or if it's triplets, 3 notes per beat. So you want to have that in mind for the future when you're thinking of speeding it up. But the metronome allows you to synthesize those 2 previous points using a loop and playing it slow. So the metronome will keep time perfectly for you. And that's one of the big things with playing fast, is the notes aren't just a random flurry of notes, they fit with the musical time. They fit with the rhythm, the beat. So the metronome is going to do that for you. So, the stuff I've played in this video, apart from the twiddly lick at the start, the stuff I've played isn't sounding like fast licks at this point. But trust me that if you take these 3 things on board, trying to come up with combinations of notes, play them nice and slow to a metronome, slowly speed them up, then you'll find that you'll be able to start slipping them into your playing. They'll become part of your licks, these little twiddles here and there, and it'll start to be something you feel more comfortable with. And I think that will help you a lot more than just listening to your favourite player who plays really fast and trying to copy their licks. Now that's good, that's great, do it, but it won't help you learn the underlying structure of what it means to play fast. So I'm hoping that these 3 little ideas will get you started along the path to playing that little bit faster. Do let me know in the comments what you think, what helps you to play fast. I'd love to hear your techniques, and I'd love to hear what you think of this video as well. If you have enjoyed it, I'd really appreciate if you clicked like and subscribe to my channel, and if you click the little bell, then you'll be notified every time I put a new free harmonica lesson up on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.